Happy Friday, everyone. Just had promised for a little while that I would jump on here now that I have 1,000 subs on YouTube and kind of do a little meet and greet, a little bit more formal, let you know a little bit more about myself. I know I've been posting shorts on YouTube for pretty consistently for about 1.5 years now. I appreciate, first of all of you for subbing. That's fantastic. And the comments that are left, really love it. The whole exercise started as an accountability measure to make sure I'm practicing and what I'm doing is relevant, and also that I'm used to being recorded, which is a huge skill to have when you're looking to be at least a quasi-professional musician. So, and I love that people have kind of joined in and have encouraged me along the way with, lots of, kind words, positive comments, really from all over the world. I mean, thank you. So, a little bit about myself. I mean, obviously, we're on the internet, so not going to be too detailed and whatnot, but I'll tell you a little bit about me as a musician. I've been playing guitar for over 30 years. Been playing in bands kind of along the way. Recently, more so than ever, which, is obviously, if I had the means of being a professional musician full time, I would love to do it, but kind of working towards the possibility of that, but I do, have a 9 to 5 essentially. But besides the solo stuff, I play in 3 bands right now very actively. Play in a band called Sons of the Force. It's an original rock band, very classic rock inspired, kind of 70s era, maybe a little bit of 90s, early Seattle tinge thrown in. I mean, makes sense because that's where I'm from. So we have an album out. You can check it out on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, whatever. We also have vinyl copies, so if you're a vinyl head and you want something new, hit me up and we'll figure out how to get you one mailed to you. We've done that before, for sure. Yeah, first record sounds good. We're getting ready to go into the studio and record another one. Start recording songs actually this week, which is great. And then I also play in a band called Never Has Been. Just kind of recently joined them. They're pretty established cover band in the area. Play classic rock, primarily danceable stuff. Got both a female and a male singer. Just a group of pros. I'm excited to get going with them. Also play in a southern rock band called Southern Shots. We play around a little bit too, kind of getting established, getting our booking regiment in order. It's a fun group of guys, fun music, obviously, stuff that I love, so pretty easy to do. And then I take the same act that I do the shorts on. Essentially, I turn it into a live show, play all over the place, breweries, restaurants, bars, parties, you name it. I just kind of jam on the blues, the funk, the ambient, the reggae, rock, whatever. It's a lot of fun. When I go and do those, it's all improvised, kind of like I do on the shorts or reels. And the set list is dynamic. So I have a big list of tracks that I'll pull from, but I kind of decide based on the vibe where we're going next. So everything is super spontaneous, but it's relaxing. And those things have been doing really well, so pretty happy. Talking a little bit about the music business, I'm also a businessman, have been, been in transportation for a while, had my ups and downs, lately things are kind of trending better, which is good. But I'm always going to be a businessman, kind of understanding what and how things work is, always been something that I found interesting. So I see business as a puzzle. And so I find that the music business right now is sort of interesting. I'll kind of touch on this for a couple of minutes. In one way, there's more live music than there ever has been. You know, I think a lot of this is attributed to bars. You know, kind of going through a little bit of a maybe an interesting or tough time. Demographically, people aren't drinking as much, and so bars have to do something else to get people in the door, right? So they have to have events. You know, whether that's open mics, jam nights, live music, karaoke, trivia, whatever it is. You kind of have to do something else to get people in, which, I mean, I think it's great. I mean, obviously, as a musician, it gives you opportunity, but you know, if you see that happening more and more, that's probably why, because to a certain degree, just owning a bar by itself probably isn't enough right now. There's a lot of them. I know, or at least around here, the state and taxes and regulations have made it harder than ever to make it work as a business. So you got to do something to bring people through the door. So that's, but what that does as a musician is give you opportunity to, on a small scale, do a little something, you know. But I think it's important for musicians to understand the motivation of the venue they're playing at, which I think a lot of musicians kind of lose sight of, you know. So I think you have to understand, you know, what the intention is, you know, what is the goal of having you there, right? I mean, obviously you can't control people showing up or not, but I think you can control how much you help market yourself and the events you play, right? And you know, understanding the dynamics of how people work in the marketing sense helps. You know, I think a lot of people think they're over posting about their shows, but the reality is the average person needs to see an event 8 times before they actually know that it's, you know, happening, and it's really, you know, kind of drummed into their memory. So, you know, and understand, like, if someone is paying you $200 to show up and play for a couple of hours, the intention is that's going to cause $1,000 to happen. That's kind of what success looks like, in my opinion. You know, and it pays for you to understand what that means. Like, if the average person comes in and spends $20, that means 50 people. If they spend $30, you know, that means, you know, 35 people or whatever. So just understand the why of people, you know, hiring you, and I think you'll be more successful. I think you'll have people rebooking you. I think you'll have, you know, more people actually reaching out to you, wanting to have you in, rather than you having to go aggressively market yourself to the venue. So yeah. Anyhow, just whatever you do, see music as a journey and not a destination. I think that's super important, right? Like, you know, I think thinking that you've arrived as a musician is kind of erroneous, right? Like, enjoy every step you're taking and understand that the path kind of won't lead to any place in particular. Then I think you'll be a happier person. You'll be a more curious musician, which is I think what is the best, you know, healthiest path to be on. So yeah, just play every day. You know, ask yourself why people play stuff that they play. You know, I mean, obviously gleaning influence is good, and when you're playing live, understand the motivation of the places that are booking you. And I'm interested to hear about what your experiences are with the live music scene where you're at. Leave something in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I love to have fellowship with other musicians, you know, love to get to know people all over the place. And please hit the like, subscribe, and the share button, and you know, get my channel out there. I would really appreciate it. Everyone take care and have a good Memorial Day weekend.